What's going on, everyone? This is Real Deal Sports. The usual guys, myself, Big John. Hey, I like that background. I like that background you got going there. I like that. I like that. I like that, Walter. I see you.
Oh,
You
you
got
talking to
Big
me?
Walt.
You talking to
Yeah,
me?
you the only one with a background like that. I mean, John got
Because
a nice one too,
Hey,
though.
I was just
hey,
about to say because you just
you
said John, and then you
you
just said,
like that I
"Oh,
still got my
I like the
Christmas tree
background."
up? Still got my Christmas tree up
Why do you still have your Christmas tree up?
because it's about 3 foot tall and it takes me like 10 minutes to put down. So I'll just take it down whenever I feel like it, and I haven't felt like it yet.
But the thing about John, though, he be having live animals and stuff in his background. So, hey, you got something going on. I see you, boy. I see
You know,
you.
I gotta represent us too. You know, that's why I had to put us in the background. You know, it's always
I
about
can't,
us. You feel me?
I can't
That's
lock them
very
in the
nice.
other room.
I like how
Can't
you
lock.
set that up too.
Yeah, perfect. As perfect placement.
It is though.
Right, exactly. Exactly. So for the people that don't know, man, that dang on college football championship, crazy. I don't think I don't think that game could have been any better than what it was.
The first half could have been better.
I was
Well,
about
I
to
mean,
say,
it
man, it
was a
wasn't no
defensive
smoke.
struggle. It
It
was a
was.
defensive struggle. Georgia had a point to prove because I mean, let's be honest. A month before, you got 40 points put on you. After your average was like 6. And
Yeah,
then Alabama comes in, put up 40, 42, something crazy like that, 45.
41-27.
So I think that defense took it personal. And I think they took it out on Michigan, and then they had the chance to take it out on again. They had, they were able to redeem themselves, but the game was crazy, man. It was a lot of. I felt like it was some blown calls. That's
Like
my
always.
that's my viewpoint. What about you guys? If you watched it,
I mean, like I watched it, and like I said, it was a slow first start. You know, the first
yeah.
quarter, it was only 3 points. Second quarter, I think it was only like maybe 9 points.
Halftime 9-6.
Right, 9-6. So I mean, it was definitely a slow start. I definitely thought it was going to be one of those games like it's just nothing but field goals.
Yeah,
But that, like I said, both sides of the defense played well in the first half. So that's why pretty much the first half was like how it is. But then second half came around. Alabama came out strong, answered their first 2 drives with a field goal and a touchdown.
yeah,
Went up, and then I guess Bennett woke up. And he was like, what I'm saying, it's time for me to redeem myself. So,
yeah, man. And
you
the,
know,
and the crazy thing about him, he was a walk on,
right,
third string to start the season.
right. So that's why I ain't gonna lie. I was rooting for Georgia yesterday, man. I really was, just because, only because I was, you see Alabama in it every year, man. It's just like, you're getting tired of seeing that. So it's like the fact that Georgia was able to pull it out, especially after a 41-year drought. I was rooting for Georgia yesterday, and like I said, Bennett he showed out yesterday in the fourth quarter, and he showed his clutch gene right there. So
Yeah,
go Georgia!
yeah. Go ahead, John.
Man, everything the opposite of what I said was going to happen happened. Like, Alabama runs the ball so stinking well, and Georgia has not run the ball well. And
Right.
the other day they had 150 yards on 19 carries,
Mhm.
and so and then on the other side of the ball, Georgia averaged less than 3 yards a carry, or Alabama. And so,
Yeah,
like, I don't know where this came from. I mean, this just hasn't been a thing. So yeah, sure, the running game did work, but it just worked for the wrong team that I predicted. And I don't feel bad about that. Like, I love the game. I don't have no preference who wins, but
mm.
like, even though we give Stetson Bennett credit and all that stuff, like, that run game was key. The defense was key. I mean,
Yes, they were.
Alabama ran all over them and then would get in field goal range, and the defense pulled strong. I mean, you look at the stats, man. Alabama ran up yards. They were way better on third down, everything except for when it mattered. When in the red zone, the third down was just not there. But listen, man, you got a name like Stetson Bennett. You're either going to be like a cowboy or a football player, so at quarterback. So I wasn't surprised when I saw that name. I said, "Listen, this kid can ball, I'm sure." But I was surprised how good it was. But yeah, I mean that running game, man, it makes a huge difference. Like when Alabama can't run the ball, it shows because now their quarterbacks having to, they're just man, them linemen were just peeling their ears back and just flying at him all night. Like he had no time, So kudos to Georgia for their game plan. I don't know how Alabama just broke down like that. I mean, we're talking about a guy who ran for almost 200 yards in the last game. Couldn't even get 3 yards to carry this time. So kudos to Georgia.
Yeah, man. I think Georgia is faster defensively, faster than people think, man. Because you think they got some big boys over there. You like they not sideline to sideline, but they was running. They were running Bryce Young down.
Man, whoever I forgot to do his name, number 99 on Georgia. I think his last name
Jordan
is
Davis.
Man, dude, that is a big boy right there, man. And I think I think he was kind of another reason why the running game was kind of slowed down a little bit. But that's a big boy. They got some big boys down there in Georgia, man.
Yeah, man. And what I liked with Georgia, man, they kept at it. Because after, that fumble that I didn't really think it was a fumble because you clearly see his arm going forward.
It was questionable call. Yeah,
I'm like, that ain't a fumble. That's an incomplete pass. Now, if you want to call it intentional grounding, then okay. But, they could have folded after that. Because think about it. Alabama went and scored. And then, but Bennett, he fought back. He had that big pass to the freshman receiver.
Right, that was a free play.
Same corner twice.
That was a free play too, because they got a flag on that play too.
Right, but remember the play before that, he got a pass interference.
He did
because he got cooked.
Yeah.
And then it was like, we're gonna try it again. Hit this go round. We're gonna see if he can, what happens. But that the whole game was crazy, man. And I think just for Georgia, the state of Georgia, with what happened a few years ago when they played Alabama. I don't think you'll ever get the taste out your mouth with what happened with the Falcons. But for a football team to finally win in the state of Georgia, I think that helped a little.
So I got a quick question for y'all. So at the end of the game, do y'all think he should have went down with that interception, or do you think he was trying to make a statement with that touchdown?
You know what? If I'm the player, I do the same thing. But if I'm the coach, I'm like, bro, get down. Because I don't need you taking a hit and then they recover and then they score the next play. Because now you tired. So,
but I mean, I like it because he took it to the sideline. He had it on his outside arm. So worst case scenario, man, if he fumbled like that, I feel like that ball was going out of bounds.
Yeah.
I didn't mind that. I loved it. Because
but I think
it did make the game look like it was a lot more lopsided than it really was. The game was a lot closer than the score looked because of that physical. But yeah, man, if you got a shot to close out a game, you close it out, man. Don't Now I guess they could have just knelt it, whatever, and all that, But still, man.
I was only asking that because they showed on the replay the coach was telling them to go down.
Yeah, he was like,
what I'm saying. But me personally. I would have scored. You know what I'm saying? I want to put the nail in the coffin. Forget it.
I think all three of us, if we were in that position, we would. I'm returning it.
I'm scoring.
I don't think when you watched him first take off, the field was so crowded. I don't think he thought he was going to make it. I thought he was going to. Because I truly believe if he had run into a crowd, I think he would have gone down on his own. Like if he ran into but all of a sudden he was running. He's like, oh shoot, I got good blocking, and he just kept going. No one touched him. I think if he saw 3 or 4 defenders there, he probably would have gone down. But when he saw when he started going, and all of a sudden he kept going and going, and he's like, he was kind of jogging at one point, man. He was just kind of like reading, like, whoa, what's going to happen? And then as soon as he saw the blocking, man, he just took off. He's like, oh, I'm gone. So, no, I like that play.
Did y'all watch the whole thing, like when he was crossing the end zone? Did you see his blocker get lit up? Rewatch that play, number 47 for Georgia. He was trying to block. He trying to clean somebody up, and he got
this guy's a champion. All right, let's not put him on a meme. He's a champion. All right,
he's definitely a meme.
At the end of the day, he a champion.
He got whacked.
He
got Ray Lewis.
not worried about that. He just like, hey, it was the last play. You know, it is what it is. I'm a champion. You can have it.
Sometimes you just gotta let stuff go because the way he got hit, I would have been like, bruh, don't ever do that again. If your boy already gone, just let him go.
My thing is, look, he like, you can have it right now because at the end of the day, we got.
He was concussed. He was concussed this morning. I guarantee it.
Hey man, 7 players from Alabama entered the portal to possibly travel to another school next year, so it's going to be interesting. But
really,
yeah.
Did they say which ones?
Yes, last I heard, 7 players have already entered the portal to transfer to. Well, at least see. They're at least going to see what their money is elsewhere. So it could get interesting.
Unless I'm Jordan Davis or that linebacker number 17, you ain't getting no big money.
You could, we could really see, some stuff change up next year. Alabama might take a hit because of this. But
you say Bama? Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
Bama. Yeah,
I was thinking of Georgia. My bad.
7 Bama players, so could get interesting next year. But
well, you know what that is? They don't want to wait. They like, bruh, I need to play immediately. I ain't trying to be no 4-year guy.
And get paid too.
And get paid.
Exactly. Like, think about the running back for them last night, Robinson. He was behind Josh Jacobs, Najee Harris, Damian Harris. Who was the other running back? Derrick Henry, I believe. Like, dude, he wasn't getting no time until now. And
we
3 of
saw
the guys he was playing behind are starting running backs in the playoffs now.
Joe Burrow did it before anyone even was getting paid. He was like, listen, man, I can't sit here. I'm legit. Like, let me go somewhere where I can show I'm legit. And he did that.
Jameson Williams was at Ohio State before he left and went to Bama.
Let's move on over to some NBA. I really want to recap this. It's a short segment, but I really want to recap this, man, because of the significance of it was, I thought he'd come out. I thought he'd have maybe 15, 20. He did even better. But also, like, I didn't know. It was kind of, it wasn't a NBA all-time whatever, but it was monumental for him. He scores his 12,000th point and he hits his 1,800th three-pointer in this game. So a couple big milestones for him. What did y'all see from this, and were you a little surprised by his physicalness?
I liked it because a lot of times when you come back off them knee and Achilles injuries, you kind of hesitant because you don't want to re-injure it. I like to see Clay like, look, I just gotta, if it happens, it happens, but I ain't gonna be timid about it. So that's what I like. Even when he had the dunk, I'm like, all right, boy, I see you, boy.
The Cavs didn't see it until it was too late, though.
Why are you laughing?
Hey, I was about to say, you're going to have to add that. That's got to be your new thing, bro. I like that. I like that. You're going to have to add that.
No, but it was, I like, because, a lot of times, like football players and basketball players, a lot of times when they do that, they come back kind of timid.
Right.
Like, really, the only person I know that came back full go, like, before he got hurt was Adrian Peterson. Think about it. Did he even sit out a season? He came right back the next season and then rushed for 2,000 yards.
Yeah.
So, that's what I like to see. But I'm glad he's back. I think he just made Golden State even more dangerous than what they were before. And, the only thing you might be able to have over Golden State is probably size. But that's about it. They hustle. They play D. They can shoot the three. And they're going to be tough. It's going to be tough to beat them 4 times. It's damn near impossible, actually. It can happen. But a lot going to have to go wrong.
Yeah, I would say his performance was, as kind of I thought what it would be. He played about, like I said, about 20 minutes. I think so. Maybe I think it was like a little bit more than 20 minutes. Wasn't expecting him to get 2 bodies though. I will say that.
I know, right?
Wasn't expecting that, but He came out firing though. I mean, I think he put up like 30 shots. So it's just pretty much Clay was just being Clay, just putting up shots, and I mean, pretty much it's either gonna go in or it's not gonna go in. But
how much did he have?
Yeah,
He
he had
17.
He had 17 or 30 shots.
He put up 18 shots in 20 minutes. Man, he was at a high clip. Well, I pictured him coming in, putting up like 10 shots, maybe 7 threes and 3 inside. No, I was surprised. He went inside a lot. He went inside more than he shot threes, and I was impressed by that. Obviously, bringing out the headband and everything, man, with the beard, the full beard, man, he's got it going on right now. But
I got
yeah,
the
I was impressed by
semi-pro mode.
I was just impressed by the physicality, and that he came in playing like I'm here to play. I'm not here to just get my shots in. He did get shots in, but yeah, man, like kudos to him for the night he had. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, just like I said, it's just like we was talking about earlier, man. It's just good to see Clay back, and it's just like Nico said, it's just gonna make the Warriors even more dangerous. And like I said, they still missing pieces because Draymond, I think he out right now still. So
and it takes pressure off Steph
and Wiseman.
Yep.
Takes keeps other teams honest. They can't just double Steph all the time. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a lot more fun to see, like the old Warriors, man. It's a fun team to watch.
And it's so scary. They number 1 in the conference already, man. Oh my goodness, man. It's
not a contest, man. People gotta admit Steph's the best point guard in the league. Oh, yeah. I don't know why people still guessing. Every other year, Dame Lillard has a nice run, and then. It's like, who's really the best? Listen, it's Steph. All right,
I'm about to say we're gonna have to save that conversation for another day for sure, most definitely.
Oh yeah, we're not doing that today. Yeah. Nico, you ready to move on to some more NFL and talk the ending to the season, ending to the Raiders, Chargers? What you got?
Dude, craziest game I ever watched from start to finish.
In a long time, it's been a while.
Actually, the petty part about it, I bet on the game. So I was watching it for betting purposes. But I end up still watching the game because it was crazy. Like, bruh. And then the ending, like, bruh, they have 4th and 10 like 3 times and converted all 3. I'm like,
yeah, San Diego, yeah.
And then I think the last one, Mike Williams takes it 40 yards. I'm like, bro, if he's gonna score, but he got ran down. I just think the coach, man, they gotta do something defensively because the Raiders, they're not bad offensively. They get very one-dimensional. Because Josh Jacobs, he wasn't going early, so they kind of shied away from him. But then they started throwing a lot of screens and flats, and it's like, you pretty much let the Chargers back in the game. But the defense for the Raiders, man, that front 4, they was getting after Justin Herbert the whole game. They couldn't stop the run, though, because Eckler was out there looking like Emmitt Smith or somebody, But I think the Chargers, I don't know. They didn't go to Keenan Allen. How you don't go to your number 1 guy? I think he had like 2 catches, 3 catches for all of like 20, 25 yards. They kept – because what I noticed, it seemed like when he got in trouble, he went to Mike Williams a lot. It's like, dude, what? Keenan Allen ain't playing? Is he hurt? That's what I started thinking. I'm like, is he injured? What's going on? Is he just out there as a decoy? What is it? Because they really didn't go to him. Then you got Jared Cook. Seemed like he always drops the big passes. It's like, I don't know. It was just a bad day at the office.
Yeah, and they couldn't stop Josh Jacobs, man. They couldn't.
I was about to say Josh Jacobs was definitely going crazy in that game.
He went crazy late. They was because late, when they were, I think, really 4th quarter overtime, is when he got going. 10 yards, 15, 20, 10, 15, 20. But the beginning, there's pretty much clamping him. And I think that's probably the reason why Hunter Renfrow had the game he had, because it's like, you can't stop him. We're gonna go to
the Chargers killed themselves, man. In my opinion, like I said, the Raiders, they played pretty much perfect basketball. Perfect football when it came to no turnovers. Like I said, the Chargers had 2 turnovers at critical times, and that's what killed them. And with the lost fumble, and then with the interception. So,
but the big one was still, and that's the thing, is people keep pointing to the timeout, whatever. Whatever. I ain't buying the timeout. I don't think that changed.
I ain't gonna lie. If
that
I'm the
fourth and on their own 18, that fourth and 10 on their own 18, when they went for it in the third quarter, that was the changing point of the game, because then that's when the Raiders took that jump on them, and then from then the Chargers were playing catch up the whole game. If they would have punted that away, they probably could have won that thing in regular time the way they were playing. But they were playing catch up the whole game, because who goes for it? This is what I'm saying, man. I'm so tired of these analytics, man. Who goes for it on fourth down on your own 18-yard line? That's ridiculous.
They're trying to get a first down, man.
For why though? That was a terrible call by the coach.
It didn't work.
First down. That
was a terrible.
It didn't work.
I can understand. I understand anything 4th and 5, maybe less than 5, but
I think it was 4th and short. But like it was fourth down, man, on your 18. Like it was the third quarter. There was plenty of time left to go. It was not like they had to get the score. They had to get the first down. This analytic stuff is just ridiculous. It's ruining games, man. It really is. I've yet to see a team that's just, and especially when you're the Ravens and your kicker is Justin Tucker. Listen, he's one of the top 4 players in the league right now. If you got Justin Tucker, stop going for it on fourth down. I mean, they had so many games they lost because they went for it on fourth down instead of letting Tucker kick them. But that being said, yeah, I think it was that one, and then their inability to stop Jacobs on that last running play. I really think if they stopped Jacobs,
that last drive, they gave it to him.
Yeah, but I really believe that if they stop him on that last play, I think the Raiders run the clock out. But when they saw, but when they couldn't stop him and he picked up that last first down, the Raiders were like, "All right, our guy's never missed here at home field in like 2-3 years. Like I don't even know if he's ever missed in a home field in Oakland or in Las Vegas. So, I guess 2 years, right? They only been there 2 years. Mm-hmm. So." I mean,
this is their first year with fans,
and I believe they avoid Kansas City by winning this game too. I think Pittsburgh gets Kansas City.
From the looks of it, I think if they would have won, matter of fact, I think you're right. Yeah, I think if they tie, if they tie or if they would have won
or tied.
If they would have tied, they both would have got in. If the Raiders would have won, the Raiders get in. The Chargers would have won, the Chargers got in. Just like
I'm saying, if the Raiders win or if they would have tied, Pittsburgh still would have went to Kansas City. It would have been the Chargers. I think would have went to Buffalo.
No, I'm pretty sure they said that they would have faced Kansas City if they tied.
I remember looking at it.
But anyway, either way, I know they avoided them. So yeah, but. Crazy ending, man.
I think that's the one team Kansas City don't want to face, especially in Kansas City.
Oakland?
Yeah. It's just something about Oakland, just like we were saying last week with Miami and the Patriots. Something about playing in Miami. The Patriots always, and it happened again this past Sunday. Patriots lose again to Miami. They might go out clubbing or something. They might go to KOD the night before. That's what I think.
I still take DC over the Raiders. I'm sorry.
I think Mac Jones was in KOD the night before, had a little too much fun, saw something he liked. That's what I mean.
I feel like y'all can't remember that Mac Jones is still a rookie, man. So I mean,
no, it ain't even about that. We're just saying the Patriots in general don't do well in Florida. In Miami, Florida, they don't do well. Tom Brady, Mac Jones,
Hey, so I mean, yeah, Brian Flores 4-2 against Belichick. Remember that. That
Was
was
he?
4-2. 4-2 in his 3 years in Miami. He was 4-2 against Belichick.
And they fired him.
Yeah, I don't understand that one. I didn't understand that one.
I mean, he did have a losing record, but yeah, I'm not sure what they have out there that's better than him right now. Like
Exactly.
I think he overperformed for what the talent that team had, but that being said, that team went. It was Tua, then Fitz, and then Tua, then Fitz. That 1 year, man, they were swapping quarterback every 3
And
games.
even this year, you started off like 0-7,
0-7,
you go
and then
7-0.
7-game winning streak.
Yeah, like, dude, what more do I need to do here?
Well, hang on now, because you just got what's his name kicked out, and he had a winning record here in Chicago. So
Nagy
Nagy had a winning record here in Chicago in his 4 years, whereas Flores had a losing record. So hey, it is what it is.
Nagy's the same one. We just talked about going for it on 4th and 10 at your own 18.
The surprise was I don't think people in Miami even had a clue.
On 4th and 1.
I don't think there was any talk in Miami about Flores being gone. Did you hear about anything? Like, I don't think they even, because I can catch the rest of us by surprise, but for the hometown to be caught off guard, I think like, wow, that's where it's like, where did this come from? Like,
that's what I was saying. I feel like it's some other stuff behind this firing, man, because it's definitely out of nowhere.
Yeah, I hear they didn't get along, him and the GM and all. So I don't know. But
it's just crazy.
Anyway, crazy ending, and now it sets up. Because you remember, I never pictured the Colts being out. I just assumed they were in. You know what I mean? Like the way they were balling, like, all right, they lost some tough games here and there, but then someone said, "Oh, the Colts lose to the Jags, they're out," and I was like, "Wait, what?" Like I just assumed they were in. Like this could be a real thing, and then now next, like so many things had to happen for Pittsburgh to get in. But it happens. Ben lives to play another game, and we got playoffs now. So, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Let's talk some more NBA. We got the hottest team right now in NBA, just because the Bulls lost one a couple games ago. The Bulls are still one of the hottest teams, but over in the West, man, Memphis Grizzlies 10 in a row. 10 in a row. Take down play in the Warriors. What's your takeaway from this team, especially during this run?
They're young and dangerous.
Man, I was about to say, just the fact of how they playing right now and how they played without Ja Morant, man, and the fact that he's back now too. Man, Bane stepping up this year. Jared Jack Jr. stepping up, and they also doing this without Dylan Brooks as well. So it's the fact that they got still some pieces that's out. Pieces that they were missing, stuff like that. And still to go out there and win tonight against the Warriors. This team is looking kind of scary. I'd probably say this is probably the best Memphis team that I've seen since they didn't had even Marcus Hall and Mike Conley back in the day. I could even probably say they're better than them right now, honestly. But Ja, man, he's scary. I don't know if y'all watched that game against the Lakers, but that block.
Yeah.
Woo! That's some athleticism right there, man. But I ain't gonna lie, Ja, man, he's something to deal with. He could possibly even put him up in top 5 point guards. Top 5. I'll even say top 5, and that's real. Top 5.
I believe so. Yeah.
Top 5 young guys.
If Ja, like I said, if Ja could continue playing on how he's playing, and the team could just feed off his energy, I could see this team. I don't see them going to the championship or winning the finals this year. I'll probably say they may be a superstar away, but next year, man, they could definitely they could contend for that championship next year for sure.
It's going to be tough to see how they gel when Dylan Brooks comes back, because he's a heavy shooter. But man, I think if Dylan Brooks comes back, this team could possibly make a run at the conference championship. I don't think they'll go all the way, but they could at least make it to the conference championship. I think. I mean, it has that kind of talent. Like you're talking about Ja, I think he's averaging like 25, 7, and 7 right now. I mean, yeah, those are really solid numbers. But I think even more than like this segment being about Memphis, like really this could be about Desmond Bane, man. Like this guy. Definitely going to be most improved player. I mean, in my book, I don't, I know there's some good players out there, but
it might have to go to Miles Bridges, bro, because Miles Bridges been balling too.
Desmond Bane is one of the most, because Dylan Brooks. So that was the thing, is we were always, for several years, we were wondering like who's going to step up and be that second piece to Ja, right? It was supposed to be Jaren Jackson, and he had a decent year. Then he got hurt, and Jonas Valanciunas came in, took his minutes during that time, and then Dylan Brooks stepped up and had a big year. And then playoffs, Dylan Brooks was another animal. I mean, Dylan Brooks was insane in that playoff run, but they get knocked out. And it's like, and then he's hurt this year, and it's like, what's going to happen? Man, this Desmond Bane kid, he is way more efficient than Dylan Brooks. He's one of the best 3-point shooters in the league right now. He's taking 7 a game, shooting 43%. Like, he is insanely efficient right now. He is a true shooting guard. He shoots and he guards, like literally, like that's all he does. I mean, you think of like defenders who, you got your Clays and your Paul Georges and your Kawhi Leonard's, long arms, man, quick and long arms.
He built too.
This dude got short arms. He got short arms, but he hustles, and that's what makes him a good defender, man. He's 100% energy. He's like watching Westbrook out there, man, on defense. Like it's like watching offensive Westbrook on defense. He's got that Westbrook offensive energy on defense. And man, it's fun to watch because there's not a lot of guys in the NBA anymore fun to watch play defense. Let's be honest. But yeah, so, and of course, like you said, Jaren Jackson still having a decent year, but a good year. But yeah, man, this kid's been special. Like he's such an efficient shooter. It's insane. Like his percentages are so high compared to Dylan Brooks. So I think it's gonna be fun to watch when Dylan Brooks get back. But man, Desmond Bane is hugely important, and it takes that pressure off Ja, and now he can do his thing. We get to see Ja work guys one-on-one, and then if it's not there, he couldn't kick out to Dylan Brooks because he wasn't, again, it wasn't the greatest shooter. He's good, but he's not. Dude, this kid can just flat out shoot, and so Ja has a kick down, a knockdown corner guy. I'll say a kick out specialist, and also like somebody can kick out too and knock down, whatever.
2K days.
But man, like it's just so much fun to watch them play, man. Like this team they're young and they're fun. I'm a big Steve Adams fan, obviously, OKC and all that, but yeah, I really like this team. I think they have a shot to really make a run for at least the Western Conference.
I was just about to say that's clearly the scene. Like it seems like that's working for the NBA this year. Is you got to be young, man, because it's like everybody's running and gunning pretty much this year. So they pretty much looking like they got the formula. Like I was saying, I don't think they're gonna make it to the finals, but they could definitely. I could definitely see them make it to the second round of the Western Conference Finals for sure. Like I said, they fifth in the West right now for a reason.
I mean, yeah, the best team is not the most talented team. It's always the most healthy, talented team. And so,
yes, and health is going to play a big part as well too. As long as they can stay healthy as well too, because as we all know, Memphis has had trouble staying healthy when it came to playoff time. So if they can stay healthy going into the playoffs, man, people NBA watch out for Memphis, man. That's all I got to say.
What you got, Nico?
Man, I agree with both of you guys, man. I think they're gonna be tough. Whoever, I think just based off their youth and their toughness, it's gonna be a problem.
And he got chippy with LeBron the other night too. They're getting cocky.
Yeah, I saw that.
They're getting cocky. They need to calm that down a little bit, but it's good. It's good to see these young.
I liked it. I liked it.
Yeah, but playoff LeBron's a different animal too. You don't want to.
Hey, I get it,
but I love it.
They needed some type of motivation right now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's how they kick starting themselves. So hey, yeah. I liked it. I
love it, man.
Yeah. I like it, man. I like what they're doing down in Memphis. It seems like Memphis always gets them tough, physical guys. That's like, look, I know who you are, but I ain't trying to hear none of that. You put on your basketball shorts just like I put on mine, and we're going to play this game. And whoever wins, wins.
Hey, last man, I just want to talk about, did y'all see someone mixed up the hats after the Alabama-Georgia game?
You think they mixed it up? I think he might have been I think he did it on purpose.
You think he was making fun, maybe?
I think so.
Hey, kudos
I mean, come on now. They're college athletes. They're smarter than we think. Come on, bro.
Yeah, all of them are.
Yeah, of
All
course.
right.
Come on, man. Of course.
Okay.
All that studying and stuff, you don't get to play at Alabama and Georgia being a dummy. Like, let's be honest.
I don't know. I don't see their grades. I don't know. I'm not gonna, but I don't think they're idiots. I will say that. But that being said, I do kind of wonder if they just didn't see the hat. But either way, man.
You know what's funny? You know why I say he might have been trolling? Because you didn't hear about nobody else getting one.
Yeah, that's the thing is like I think other players were like realizing it. Like once the hats were getting handed out, there was like, wait, what's this big A on the hat? Georgia player, but hey man, I enjoyed it. It was a good moment. Hopefully he did it on purpose. But either way, I don't even if he didn't do it on purpose, I think he probably just didn't even look at it. Someone probably just handed it to him, and yeah, it is what it is. I enjoyed it. It was funny.
I was about to say it's probably just something that he did. Maybe didn't notice, but at the end of the day, it's probably just they were just trying to be funny or whatever. So I mean, it is what it is. They the champions, so we all know what it is. So,
and kudos to whoever gets all them hats, because that always that merchandise has to go somewhere. They don't just throw it away.
Them hats going straight overseas. Stop
playing. Hey man, still. Hey, kudos to whoever gets them, man. Listen, somewhere out there, someone's going to believe that Alabama was the champs. And so for that, kudos to Alabama.
They're probably like, what is college football, first of
all? What's this?
He's like, oh, I have an A with my name on it. Maybe my name starts with the A.
Right, like, I
was talking to someone the other day, just today. They were talking about LeBron and all his Instagram followers. And I'm like, do you realize there are 4 soccer players that have more Instagram followers than LeBron? Like that, like soccer, like people around the world, man. There's a cricket player out there with more followers than LeBron.
That's not surprising though.
No, but I'm just saying, like
international sport.
When you say like other players, people around the world are like, "What is this sport? Football?" You know, it's true, man. Like other people, they're not watching. You know, you talk to a lot of people here. They don't know who Cristiano Ronaldo is, and it's like, oh, okay, like.
That's not surprising.
Only
a lot of people ain't. They're not the most famous athlete in the world.
He's the most famous athlete in the world. It's not even close.
You think?
But but that happens. So I'm not surprised.
You think he's more famous than Michael Jordan?
Oh, here we go.
Michael Jordan's a household name, but
that's what I'm saying.
I'm just talking about on the internet today. But yeah. I mean. Who knows, man? These young kids, who knows what they know? Like, who knows how far back they're, But yeah, I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised if people didn't know what Alabama football was. So hey, kudos to them getting free hats. Kudos to Alabama, someone thinking they're a champ.
I mean,
you're a champ. Yeah, you're a champ in our eyes. Remember that.
That's right. That's right.
That sound good.
There's a lot of Cleveland Cavs and Miami Heat and jerseys or winning hats out there somewhere that never were won.
Yeah, it's some Golden State stuff out there too.
That's right. They did lose twice.
You're getting off topic here.
No, I'm just playing. I don't want no problems.
That's gonna do it for this one. But as always, check out Real Deal Sports.
It's your boy Walt, John, Nico. Make sure y'all check our link. Go on our link, YouTube, Real Deal Sports. Yes. We out of here.
Subscribe, like, share, post,
comment, whatever.
Do all that. We appreciate you.
Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your auntie, tell everybody. All right, I'm done.
What Walt said. Yeah.
Do
all that. Do it.
We out, y'all.
We appreciate you. See you
next time
when we see you.
That's right.